One of my favorite features of CockroachDB is its built-in change feeds. You don't need to plug in things like Debezium in order to pump messages out of CockroachDB to downstream services. Now, change feeds are one type of mechanism. They pump to an external sink, be it Kafka, Pulsar, S3 and the like. But there's also a Syncless change feed, which starts a SQL transaction and then waits for push notifications from CockroachDB, the query itself, or rather the caller of that query being the sink. We used to call these experimental change feeds, but now they're just Syncless change feeds. And today I'll show you how to harness Syncless change feeds to turn CockroachDB into a message bus. And we'll achieve all of this with this simple statement. This creates a change feed with no initial scan, so we're not asking for every message published ever. This is only looking for brand new messages from the point at which our application starts up. And CockroachDB will send a push notification for any new message where the sender isn't equal to a given value. The security conscious among you will think, oh my God, SQL injection, this isn't going anywhere. Essentially, give me every message that I haven't sent myself. And the result will be something like this. Imagine a microservice architecture where all of your microservices communicate with one another indirectly via CockroachDB. CockroachDB is the central orchestrator of your estate. In this ecom example, we have services managed by an e-commerce team and services managed by a manufacturing team. A customer adds a product to their basket by writing to the basket table via a basket service, and that might trigger a CDC message in CockroachDB, which is being listened to via any kind of change feed, including Syncless, to the manufacturing's inventory service. This might prime the inventory to say we might be about to deplete an item of stock, so get ready. Then when they check out, we can deplete that inventory, and once they've made a payment, we can move the order to fulfillment, kind of turning the estate into an acyclic graph. And once it's in fulfillment, we can then move it to shipping. This all happens automatically. Let's get going with a demo. I'll start CockroachDB. I'll enable range feeds. I'll create a table called channels. Think about this as being like a Slack-esque application. I'll create a table to store members of those channels and a table to store the messages themselves. Like Slack, let's create a general channel that's public and everyone can chat into, and a project secret squirrel channel that will be private. Only members of this channel will be able to see its messages. I'll create two users, Alice and Bob. I'll grant them select on those tables and I'll add them to the channels. Now if I log in as Alice up here and Bob down here, I can create a change feed for Alice. She's interested in messages on general and project secret squirrel. And notice now this is a live running query. Cockroach will push messages to this query so that Alice isn't having to constantly pull or fetch messages. I'll do the same for Bob, but he's not in the project secret squirrel channel, so he only gets messages for general. Now, if I send a message from myself into the general channel, you'll see that immediately both Alice and Bob receive the message. They're both interested in the general channel. While if I send a message on the project secret squirrel channel, only Alice gets the message. Bob isn't subscribed to that channel, so he won't get the messages. And you can build applications from this. This doesn't have to just run in your terminal. It could be a rich user interface, but me being me, I'm going to take the easy way out. So I'm just creating a simple terminal-based UI. So Alice can say hi to Bob. You can see that her message appears up here and Bob sees the message from Alice. And if Bob says hi to Alice, Alice sees the message that Bob sent. We have ourselves a very rudimentary chat application, all powered by CockroachDB and its Syncless change feeds. And while it scales to a decent number of change feeds, it's not a recommended practice. You wouldn't want to do this in production. But let's see what happens. So if I create 10 change feeds, and let's open up the Bob chat again, we can see that all 10 change feeds received the message within 2.1 milliseconds. I can scale that up, send another, and we received all 100 messages on 100 change feeds in around 5.5 milliseconds. Let's scale it up one more time to 1,000. And one more time. All 1,000 change feeds receive the message within 31 milliseconds. So you can see that this thing is going to take longer the more change feeds are there. If your database needs to sit at the heart of your microservice architecture, these live running queries allow CockroachDB to function as an orchestration hub where database writes automatically trigger events that tell other microservices what to do without you having to wire everything up. They turn CockroachDB into a message bus, or in our case, a chat server. But just because you can, doesn't mean you should.